morning, elephants, and good afternoon, dinos. It's calendar time. Do you remember that we started a new month? See, on the calendar, I only have the first day and the second day, and all the other dates are covered because they're mystery dates, right? Do you remember we said goodbye, March, and hello, April? That's the new month. And I notice on this April sign, there's a little chick holding an umbrella because what kind of weather is it? Yeah, it's raining. It rains a lot in April. There's that saying that goes, April showers bring May flowers. So we're hoping that it's a rainy day today, right? If we talk about the weather, it's raining. So we hope that that rain helps and it gives our thirsty plants and flowers something to drink. So it's not so bad, right? So the chick is holding an umbrella, and that umbrella makes me think of the letter of the week. Words like umbrella, under, underneath, up, unicorn, Ursula is a name, all start with this letter. Do you remember what that letter is? Let's see if you can remember. Letter U, that's right, letter U. So do you want to do the letter U sound with me? Let's do it together. I'll go first. U, up, You try it. U, up, very good. And we talked about how there's not a lot of words that start with U, so that was a tough one, and I'm sure you did a great job finding them though. So let's look at the calendar. I see a lot of mystery dates because it's only the beginning of the month, right? So we already saw that it's the first and the second. So I noticed on the calendar that yesterday was Thursday. So if yesterday was Thursday, what day is today? Think about it. Thursday. That's right, my friends. It's Friday. It's fabulous, funky, freaky, fun Friday. So it's a day to have fun, right? We always have fun on Fridays. We have fun every day, but we like to say fun, freaky, fabulous, fantastic Friday. Why? Why do we use those adjectives, those describing words, to describe Friday? Do you remember why? Listen for the sounds in the beginning of each word. Funky, freaky, fabulous, fantastic, fun Friday. We also have a friend in our class, in our elephant class, her name starts with this letter as well. So why do we use that? Why do we use all those adjectives? Think about it while I look. Thursday, today is Friday, right? Friday, fabulous, funky, fun, fantastic, freaky, and Francesca all start with the letter F. Good job. That's why I use those words. So we see that Thursday, Friday, okay? I'm pointing to Friday. I'm going to climb down, not very far, to the mystery date right here. It's covered. We don't know what it is. It's a mystery because it's covered, but we can easily figure it out because all mysteries have clues, right? Here's your clue. Yesterday was Thursday, and it was the second day of April. If yesterday was the second day, what's one more than two? Two. That's right. Number 3. Look at this. Do we say it's April 3 or April 3rd? Yep, we say April 3rd. Why? Shout it out. Tell your grown-up, who's ever with you, why we say the 3rd. Right, because numbers on the calendar are in order. You're right. Okay, so it is Friday, April 3rd, 2020. Okay, and we have all these mystery days to go, but I noticed something about the 3rd. It says happy birthday there. Do you know whose birthday it is? It's Luna's birthday. Everybody is going to say happy birthday to Luna when we meet at our Zoom meeting, right? Look, I have a happy birthday, Luna. You're 5. How exciting. So we're going to celebrate and say happy birthday to Luna when we meet on Zoom, okay? So we talked about worms all week. We read some stories about worms. We talked about worms. We looked for worms. I found one little short worm in the garden, but I didn't find a lot of worms in the garden yet. Maybe I'm going to go out today because it's raining and I might find more. And if I'll find some and I'll videotape them and I'll send you the video later, okay? Because you can still talk about worms all through spring and as long as you want. And you have all weekend to look for worms too. So Worms live in the soil, which is also dirt, underground, right? And basically dirt is everywhere. Dirt is in gardens, dirt is in the park, dirt is everywhere. But I want to talk about a specific animal habitat. Habitat means where animals live, okay? In the spring, we start to see a lot of animals coming out of hibernation, animals coming back from migration. They went away to a warmer place. They're coming back because it's getting warmer here. And we're seeing baby animals being born. And one of the places we see a lot of this is at the pond. And on Long Island, we do have quite a few little ponds. Now, do you know the difference between a bigger piece of water, like an ocean or a river or a lake, and a pond? What's different about a pond? Do you know? I wonder. Let's think about it. Have you ever been to a pond? So I've been to a pond and I can ride my bicycle all the way around the pond. So it's not very big, the pond. So oceans are very large. Rivers are pretty large. Lakes can be really large. So a pond is a smaller body of water. We call it a body of water. A pond is smaller, okay? And it starts out being shallow, like you can walk and you could wade your feet in, and then as you go, it gets deeper and deeper into the middle. And around a pond is a lot of vegetation. Vegetation are plants and flowers and things that animals can eat, okay? So there's a lot of plants and flowers around a pond. And also, plants and flowers grow in a pond, like a lotus flower grows in a pond and things like that. So there's lots for animals to eat. So in my pond, I went about 2 weeks ago, there's a lot of animals starting to wake up, a lot of animals being born, and a lot of animals flying back. So what kind of animals do you think you might see at a pond? Let's think about it. I have my pond poster right here, and this is giving us some hints to what we might see at a pond, okay? What do we see here? What do you see here? So there's two places that you would see it. You see the animals that live underwater, and then you see animals that live on top of the land, right? What do you see? What do you see on top of the land at a pond? Yeah, I see a deer. Okay, so sometimes deer live near ponds. And I see ducks. Ducks definitely live at ponds. I saw lots of ducks when I was there. Turtles. Turtles can live near ponds as well, right? And I see, look, these are the plants that I was talking about. These are called lilies, right? These are lotus and lilies, and these are called lily pads. And sometimes you see the flower sitting on the lily pad. It's a water lily. That's a water lily. And sometimes you see frogs sitting on there. So we see frogs at ponds. Look at this bird. Isn't that a beautiful bird? That bird is called a heron. And I have a white one that comes, actually it's an egret. It's a snowy egret. And he comes and he sits in my backyard sometimes. He's really beautiful because we're close to the pond, you know, so they come and visit. Now, underneath the pond, I can see that the fish are swimming in the pond. There's a lot of fish in the pond. So there's a lot for animals to eat. There's fish for them to eat. There are plants for them to eat. There's lots of things at the pond, okay? Now, this, if you look closely at the baby ducks, the ducks are hatching at the pond. Hatching means they're coming out of an egg, right? And then, if you look really closely, what's jumping into the pond? Do you see that? A frog. A frog is jumping into the pond. And I see there's a turtle over there too. And what else? Wait, let's see if you could really look close by that blue. That's a dragonfly. You see dragonflies. You know, dragonflies look kind of scary, but they're not. They're not scary at all. They don't sting you. They're just beautiful and they hover. Sometimes they come to your pool, right? If you have a swimming pool, they'll come and float on your pool. So we talk about a word. Do you know this word? When an animal needs to hide in the grass or in the snow from other animals that might hurt it or eat it, it turns a certain color. So if an animal wants to hide in the grass, it's green. If an animal wants to hide in the snow, remember, it gets a white coat, white fur. Do you remember what that big word is? You know it. Camouflage. That's right. Camouflage means that They blend in with the things around them. And you know what? We found it right away. But look, the turtle is kind of camouflaged up here. You really can't see him at first until I pointed him out because he's green and the background is green. So that's important. That's one way that animals survive, because animals eat other animals, you know. So if you're an animal that gets eaten, you need to survive. So if you live in the grass, you're green. So it's harder. It's more difficult for them to find you. So a lot of animals live there. It's very important. You see a lot of spring animals there. So if you can ever get to a pond, maybe not now, because I think we're going to stay in for a little while longer until everybody feels better. Everybody's healed from not feeling so well. But you have all summer. You know, everything we learn now, it doesn't mean it stops as soon as it's over. Everything we learn now, you can use your whole summer and your whole life. And you're going to learn it when you go to kindergarten again soon, because when you go to kindergarten, you're going to know all these things already, and you're going to be super, super smart, okay? So that's a habitat. A pond is a certain type of habitat. You know, we talked about other habitats. We talked about the Arctic, right? That's a habitat for animals that live in a cold place, right? So we're going to talk about more habitats. So I want you have a little book about the pond. I want you to color it and read it. You read it over and over again, and then you'll be able to read the book on your own. You could practice. You have to cut it out and staple it together, or you could clip it together or glue it together. Color it and read the words on it. It tells you all about the pond. I think you also have accounting, you can count turtles and write. You're getting really good at writing your numbers, so I'm really proud of you. You're doing a super job. I'm seeing a lot of the work that you're doing. Some of you sent me the stories you wrote about your worms. I'm so proud of you. You're doing such a superstar job. And I'll see you at 11 o'clock at our Zoom meeting, okay? All right, have a great day. Happy Friday. Happy birthday, Luna.